Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving deep into the latest drama from the young and the restless. If you thought things couldn't get more intense in Genoa City, think again. Friday's episode is packed with suspicion, emotional confrontations, and high-stakes power plays that could change everything for the Newman family and beyond. Let's break it all down and really explore what's coming, because there's a lot more beneath the surface than meets the eye. First up, let's talk about Sharon. Sharon Newman, played by Sharon Case, is not someone who jumps to conclusions, but when she starts questioning things, you know something is seriously off. And right now, her instincts are screaming that something about Sienna Bacall just doesn't add up. Think about it. The timing of Sienna's arrival in Las Vegas was strange enough. But what really raised red flags was how she suddenly appeared after the warehouse explosion, calmly claiming that Matt Clark was dead. Too convenient, right? Sharon can't shake the feeling that Sienna isn't telling the whole truth. And honestly, can you blame her? Before the explosion, we saw Sienna confront Matt in that car scene, completely catching him off guard. In that moment, she seemed determined to protect the Newmans, even offering herself up in a desperate plea to keep them safe. That kind of sacrifice doesn't just disappear overnight. So what changed? Did Matt manipulate her? Did something happen between that confrontation and the explosion that flipped her loyalty? Or is Sienna playing a much deeper, more dangerous game than anyone realizes? Sharon's suspicion could be the key to uncovering a much bigger twist. Because in Genoa City, when someone's story doesn't line up, it usually means there's a bombshell waiting to explode. Now let's shift gears to Victor Newman. Ah yes, the moustache himself, played by Eric Braeden. Victor is not a man who tolerates failure, especially when it involves his family. After swooping in to save Nick, Sharon, Adam, and Noah during that chaotic Las Vegas operation, Victor wants answers. And more importantly, he wants the truth. Nick Newman, portrayed by Joshua Morrow, is about to face one of the toughest conversations of his life. Because the truth is, the mission didn't fail just because of bad luck. It failed because Nick wasn't in control. Those bad drugs that Matt gave him? They completely derailed everything. And now, Nick has no choice but to admit to his father that he's been struggling with a pill addiction. This is huge. For Nick, this isn't just about coming clean, it's about vulnerability. It's about facing the consequences of something he's been trying to hide. And with Victor, there's always that fear of disappointment. But here's where things get interesting. Victor may already know. Let's be real, Victor Newman rarely walks into a situation unprepared. If there's something going on in his family, chances are he's already 10 steps ahead. So when Nick confesses, the reaction might not be shock, it might be confirmation. Of course, Victor will be disappointed. That's inevitable. He expects strength, control, and discipline from his children. But at the same time, he's still a father. And when it comes down to it, Victor will likely shift from disappointment to determination, determined to make sure Nick gets the help he needs. Because no matter how ruthless Victor can be in business, family is everything to him. Now, let's talk about Victoria Newman. Played by Amelia Victoria Heinley is stepping into strategist mode, and you do not want to underestimate her when she's thinking 2 steps ahead. Right now, she and Victor are locked in a serious battle with Phyllis Summers, portrayed by Michelle Stafford. And this is not just a personal feud, it's a corporate war. At the center of it all? Newman Enterprises. Victor and Victoria are trying to reclaim control, using AI-generated emails as evidence to prove that Phyllis stole the company illegally. It's a bold move, but also a risky one. Because Phyllis is not backing down. Not even a little. In fact, she's pushing back harder than ever, pointing out something that could completely unravel Victor's and Victoria's case. None of this would have happened if Victor hadn't used Kane Ashby's AI program in the first place. That's right. The very tool they're relying on could come back to haunt them. So now, the stakes are even higher. Victoria knows that if this situation goes sideways, if the evidence is questioned, if the truth starts to slip, they need a backup plan. And that's exactly what she's working on. A plan B. We don't know exactly what it is yet, but if history has taught us anything, it's that Victoria doesn't make moves unless she's confident she can win. Because let's not forget, Phyllis Summers is a force of nature. She's smart, she's relentless, and she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. If she feels cornered, she'll fight back with everything she's got. And right now, she's being pushed into a corner. So what happens next? Do Victor and Victoria take their case to Christine Romalotti, the new district attorney, played by Laura Lee Bell? And if they do, will the legal system side with them? Or will this entire plan blow up in their faces? Meanwhile, everything happening in Las Vegas still casts a long shadow. Matt Clark's supposed death. Sienna's questionable loyalty. Nick's addiction, it's all connected. And the fallout is far from over. Because in true Young and the Restless fashion, every action leads to consequences, and every secret eventually comes to light. What exactly is Victoria's plan B, and will it be enough to take down Phyllis? And perhaps most importantly, who's really in control of this game? That's all for today's deep dive into the Young and the Restless spoilers. If you're excited about these storylines, you're definitely not alone, because things are heating up in a major way. Let me know in the comments. Which storyline are you most interested in? Sharon's suspicion? Nick's struggle? Or the epic showdown between Victoria and Phyllis? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more daily updates, recaps, and breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.